For my informatics project, I've chosen to teach you how to install and use the Davis Drug Guide application for smartphones, with a particular focus on the iPhone version. Now I know you're probably saying to yourself, "But Kyle, why do I need it for my mobile phone when I already have my trusty 5-pound drug guide that I carry everywhere with me?" Well, if you're anything like me, looking up drugs in a 1,500-page book with pages as thin as air isn't your favorite activity. Digital version to the rescue. I don't actually have any footage to show for this part, so here's some puppies. I'm sure as nurses you already know the implicit value in having the Davis Drug Guide on hand, and the wealth of knowledge it has to offer, so I won't waste your time explaining why it's an excellent resource. What I will say is that I use this app without fail every time I'm on the hospital floor. It saves me time and ensures that I always have quick access to detailed drug information whenever I need it. In a comparative test, I was able to find a drug chosen at random from the mobile app in less than 5 seconds. Finding the same drug in the book took me nearly 30. While it might not seem like that much time, I know we understand the stress of looking up multiple medications for multiple clients when the clock is ticking. Simple technological advances like this can make a difference in both our stress level and where we spend our time. A few minutes less looking up drugs in a day could mean a few more valuable minutes spent with the client, or on de-stressing, or finishing our charting. Now that you're all thoroughly convinced, onwards to the demonstration. Now I'm making this demonstration in a very simple and step-by-step format, so please excuse any tediousness, but some people need step-by-step instructions, namely nurses who aren't that tech-savvy. This video is made based on the assumption that you already have an iTunes account, which is required to download the software. If you don't have an iTunes account, but have a credit card, watch this explanatory video. If you don't have an account and don't have a credit card, follow this link for more information. The Davis Drug Guide is currently available in print, online, e-reader, and mobile formats. The printed Davis Drug Guide costs $38.95 and comes with a 1-year subscription to the online Davis Drug Guide. The mobile Davis Drug Guide costs $49.95 and also includes a 1-year subscription. This means you're entitled to quarterly updates to drug listings and software, as well as technical support and the ability to transfer the subscription to another mobile device. You will be notified prior to and at the end of your subscription, at which point you may either renew your subscription or continue to use Davis Drug Guide without further updates. They don't make it the easiest to purchase and use the drug guide, but I still feel it's worth it, hence the video. Without further ado, let's get started. Before even touching your smartphone, you'll need to access the Davis Drug Guide website by entering www.drugguide.com into your web browser. Once there, you should see the options to purchase several versions of the Davis Drug Guide. Select Buy Now under the mobile and web option as shown. From there, you should be redirected to the Unbound Medicine website the developers of the application will be using. Here you can see the Davis Drug Guide is currently available for the Apple iPhone and iPad, Android, Windows, and BlackBerry phones. If you own one of these phones and wish to purchase a subscription to Davis Drug Guide, click the Add to Cart button as shown. At the next page, you can choose your platform of choice. As I will be demonstrating installation and use on the Apple iPhone, I will choose the Apple iPhone option. Click Checkout at the following page and fill in all the required information as denoted by the black dot next to certain categories. Click Submit your order. Once your order has been finalized, you will be at this page. You can either click the Set Up Account button or access your email account, the same email you previously provided, and open the email from Unbound Medicine, clicking the link provided. Mine was sent to the junk folder, so be sure to check your junk mail. Once you've opened the link, create a username and password and choose your profession. Make sure you remember your username and password, as they will be needed to use the Davis Drug Guide on your mobile device. Click Continue. Now you've completed your registration, and things become much simpler from here. This page offers detailed instructions on installation for any of the previously mentioned devices. You may now install the Davis Drug Guide on your mobile device. Conversely, you can also simply begin using the online iteration of the Davis Drug Guide, not detailed in this video. You can also follow them on Facebook and Twitter. Oh man, this is awesome! So, to install the Davis Drug Guide application on your iPhone, you'll want to locate and touch the App Store icon on your iPhone. Now touch the search button located in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Once the search page is opened, touch the search bar at the top of the screen and type Davis Drug Guide using the iPhone keyboard, pressing search once done. Once the search results appear, touch the Unbound Medicine Davis Drug Guide, which should appear as the top result, as shown here. Next, you will press the Install button found in the upper right hand of the screen, and enter your password for iTunes once prompted. Davis Drug Guide will begin installing, initially appearing grayed out until the download is finished. Once downloaded, touch the Davis Drug Guide icon and enter the username and password you've associated with your Davis Drug Guide purchase. Press Login. Davis Drug Guide will quickly update to the newest version, after which you can touch the Finished Updating button at the bottom of the screen. Now the hard part is over. Your purchase, installation, and registration of Davis Drug Guide is complete, and you may now access the wealth of knowledge it has to offer. From the main page, you will be able to scroll through the various categories of the Davis Drug Guide, including the Favorites tab, which I'll get into in a moment. If you look in the upper right-hand corner of the screen, you'll notice the magnifying glass button. Pressing this button allows you to search for any drug contained within the Davis Drug Guide. Much like searching in the App Store, searching here will come up with a list of topics containing the word you typed. The nice thing about the mobile app is that you can easily search for either generic or trade names of a drug, which helps to eliminate some guesswork. Here you can see I've searched for both Tylenol and acetaminophen. Touching the top result brings me to a page detailing all I would want to know about acetaminophen, as well as clearly indicating its trade names. By scrolling, I can scan through all the information Davis Drug Guide has to offer about acetaminophen. However, if I were looking for a particular category, I could touch the icon in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen to access a list of headings, each of which would take me to a specific section of data. So, if I wanted to specifically access the acetaminophen action profile, rather than scroll through all the pages of information, I could access it directly, or say, suggested patient family teaching, or lab test considerations, etc. Another great feature of this app is the ability to favorite different drugs. In example, if I was coming on shift and had to administer a new drug that I was unfamiliar with, I could look it up and then add it to my favorites so I could quickly access it in the future. Adding a drug to your favorites is as simple as touching the star button found in the lower right-hand corner of the screen. To unfavorite a drug, you can simply touch the star a second time. Once a drug has been favorited, it can quickly be accessed from the main menu's Favorites section, along with all your other favorites. Now that you've had a basic introduction to the Davis Drug Guide application for your mobile phone, know that there's a plethora of other nursing applications that can provide a wealth of knowledge literally at your fingertips. Apps detailing lab values, diagnostic criteria, wound care, ECG information, etc. If you like the Davis Drug Guide, I'd suggest you also check out the Nursing Central application, which acts as a hub between several nursing apps, including the Davis Drug Guide and Tabor's Dictionary. While I haven't personally used the app, it's an interesting idea, and a descriptive video can be found here. I chose to make this video because I feel the Davis Drug Guide app is an invaluable nursing tool which is only just beginning to get the recognition it deserves. It's a well-designed and easy-to-use app, which I hope will pave the way for future medical apps and the further incorporation of technology in medicine. In my time at the hospital, I spoke with many nurses who were all interested in using the app, but didn't have any idea how to get it. Or if they had it, they didn't know how to purchase a subscription. With this video, it was my hope that I could make this technology more readily available to nurses who want it, and increase awareness regarding the many nursing and medically based applications out there. I personally feel this technology has an incredible amount to offer the medical field, minimizing the time we spend away from our clients and maximizing the time we spend with them. I hope this video has helped to alleviate any hesitance or anxiety regarding the use of medical apps, and that it may have helped you to understand what I consider to be an invaluable nursing tool.